Welcome to April 18th LeetCode Challenge. Merge strings alternately. You're given two strings, word 1 and word 2. Merge the two strings by adding letters in alternating orders, starting with words 1. If a string is longer than the other, append the additional letters to the end of the merged string. Return the merged string. So, example 1 here, we have the word 1 equals the word 1 is assigned to the string ABC, and word 2 is equal to PQR. If we were to merge this together alternatingly, starting with word 1, we would have A, and we would take P right here, we would take B, then we would take Q, then we would take C, then we would take R, then the string would be APQ, APBQCR as you merge in the following order as viewed here. For example 2, we merge it the same way, except we do have additional letters at the very end. Therefore, we append R and S at the end. And say if we have word 1 is greater than, the length of word 1 is greater than the length of word 2, then we append the remaining letters of word 1 to the end of as well. So you can C and D at the end. And that's pretty much the idea behind this. The strings, we have the length of word 1 and length of word 2 is between 1 to 100, and word 1 and word 2 consist of lowercase English letters. So how do we go about solving this? So let's say that we're given two strings, word 1 and word 2, and our goal is to merge two strings together, adding letters in alternating order, word 1 followed by word 2, and additional letters are just appended to the end. So we must return this merged string. So intuitively, there are numerous ways to do this. So we combine the given string. So here's an intuitive way of doing it from what I would think. So we would use two pointers to iterate through both strings, assuming that the pointers are pointing I and J respectively to the first letter of word 1 and J to word 2. And then we just create an empty string called results or answer, and then we store the outcome in that. We append the letter to pointed by pointer I for index regarding to word 1, increment I, then followed by pointer J to word 2, then increment that, then go back and forth, and then we continue iterating through the given strings until we've both exhausted the length of either both or one word, and then we just append the rest of the letters to the end of the merged new string. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is create two variables called m and n to store the length of the word. So let's do that. Int m is going to be word 1 length. It's going to be a method. And then we call mn be word 2 dot length. So now that we've initialized the two variables to store the length, we need to create an empty string variable called results. So we store the results of the merged words. So we can use string builder. Do this string builder results, new string builder, and then we should initialize the two pointers, call them I and J, so which points to the indices of word 1 and word 2. So we initialize them both to 0. So int I to 0, int J equal to 0. Next thing we want to do is iterate through through the length of m and n using the indexes, and then we append them. So instead of describing the process, I'll do a while loop here. So while I, which is the pointer to m, is less than m, or j is less than n, then we're going to iterate through and append if I is less than m. That means that the pointer index I within the word M is less than it, then we could append results. And we're going to append basically the word 1 at the character at char I. And we're also going to increment it as well. No, this is totally wrong. Char at. So that's the first case for appending word 1. If j is less than n, then we do the same thing by appending word 2. So results dot append word 2 dot char at j plus plus. And then we just switch back and forth between appending word 1, appending word 2, incrementing it, doing that over, and then we're just merged alternating. And then at the end of this, we want to return results to string. And this should work. Of course, we would need to, don't need this. Right, so that should go through here. Return results to string. Let's try this again. Results. Alright, there you go. Time complexity wise is big O of m plus n, which is the size of the length of words 1 and 2 respectively. Since we iterate through the words word 1 and word 2, whatever the longest one would be, it would be the letters of the results. So we have to do big O of m plus n, because that's the size of results. Space complexity is big O of constant space, because without considering extra space consumed by the input m, word 1 or word 2, we basically have the only thing returning as the results, which we don't have to have constant extra, which does not use more than constant extra space. And that's it. Have a great day, guys.